Hello, everybody. My name is Mr. Foster. For those of you that don't know me, and I just want to give you a little. I see my background's kind of bent. Ignore that. Hey, I just wanted to give you a little, some comments on, show you a little PowerPoint about Chapter 13, and hopefully I can get this done without being too long. But anyways, you've been reading all about the American Revolutionary War, and you already know that the the British were very organized and had uniforms and marched in straight lines and were paid and were trained, and they were a big professional army. Okay, so they had an advantage. They had nicer guns. They had all types of things, paid, very organized. The colonists organized the colonists organized themselves right at first, and they were called a militia. And this militia had their just wore their regular clothes and used their hunting rifles. Back then, everyone owned a rifle because you had to shoot a lot of the food that you ate. Okay, but there were some stores you could buy food and all that kind of stuff too. Okay, so different. Unorganized, not paid. Organized and paid. The way they fought was different also. The uh, British Army, they moved in a line, and they would bend down and shoot on one knee, and then the back group would do it. And when there were a certain amount of casualties, they would charge the others and fight hand to hand combat. But it was in a linear or a line fashion. Now, the militia or the colonists or the Continental Army, they didn't always do that, especially at the beginning. They fought from behind trees or behind fences and sometimes sought snipers, and so it was a little more unorganized and non-traditional way of fighting. Kind of you'll Their tactics were uncommon, okay, and you'll read about that, okay. Now some of the battles that are kind of important, and people have written long books about battles. Some of the battles that you well, first of all, here's Lake Superior, here's Minnesota. So if you go to the East Coast, most of the battles were fought in places like New York and New Jersey and Long Island, okay. And the first battle, the shot heard around the world, was in a place called Lexington and Concord. So you're going to read about the Battle of Saratoga, which is in New York, and the Battle of Yorktown, which was the last big battle. So mainly on the East Coast. So that British soldiers would have to travel 3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean to start their battles. Okay, and two of the battles that are mentioned are Saratoga, the Battle of Saratoga, and the last battle, which is Yorktown. Now, the final thing and actually, Saratoga, in your book, you'll see this picture. And I want you to click on the picture and read about this picture because that will be mentioned in one of your homework checks. Okay, so the last thing I would like to talk to you about is why that first shot, the Battle of the First Shot, is sometimes called the shot that was heard around the world. And I don't know if it's written in your text or not, but I just think that you should know that it's called that first shot of the American Revolutionary War because after the Americans defeated Britain, America was born. America was born, so a new country was born. So that first shot that started the American Revolutionary War is called the shot that was heard around the world. Americans were born, and we celebrate that day every 4th of July, Independence Day, 4th of July. Don't know what that's going to look like today or this summer, but that's why we have Independence Day. Okay? Just a little short summary that might help you on some of your homework checks. It also gives me a little time to talk about some things that I kind of enjoy talking about once in a while. Thank you. Have a good day.